wonderful, beautiful Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me for a Sunday moment. We've never had a Sunday moment. We've had tons of Friday moments for those of us that are joining me in real time. And because I know many of us watch later or whenever it comes across our screen, or we kind of wait till we get the time to invest 45 minutes or so into a moment. I'm okay with that. Trust me. As a busy mom and a busy lady, I get it. But we've had those of us that take our moments or you work our moments in real time. We've had Friday moments, we've had Saturday moments, we're in Saturday moments. But due to a robust weekend, I have a granddaughter being born this weekend or this week, and we are doing so much getting mom prep. I am also the doula for mom. So we've been doing a lot, but we had to move this week's moment to Sunday. I want to thank all of my moment followers, moment supporters, moment members that exchange and grow and love with me every week. I want to thank you for taking, going in and taking that change real well. Being able to say, you know what, sis, go do what you got to do for your new grandbaby and your family and get your doula work on. And then we'll meet you on Sunday at 10. So thank you so much for meeting me. Thank you always for your patience, for your tune in, right? That internal tune in. Okay, y'all get it. So I want to thank you. I'm so happy actually to have a Sunday moment. As an Aquarius, I really like the change up. I like the what are we gonna do this week? So I'm actually happy to have a Sunday moment and I feel calm. I feel a calm after a great deal of going throughs. So I feel like this is a good space Sunday morning. I'm not saying I'm gonna utilize and take out Sunday mornings. Life has not required that of me. Yet I know a lot of us go to places of worship and have other commitments on Sunday morning. So I'm definitely not gonna make this a thing. But it happened today. If you're watching in real time, we're on a Sunday today. And if you aren't, forgive this rant. Let's get into our moment. Blessings this week. I am excited to bring, so many of you know we're in a 32-week series. We're on week 3 of a 32-week series called A Matter of Moments, which is also going to be the name of the book that will be released at the end of this series for all of us that have been following, for all of us that really want something tangible to work through when we're going through our moments, and really just want to, we don't want to take all 20 videos and watch them over and over again when we want to go back and reflect. Maybe we just want something that we can look back on, read on, have circles around, have moments around in your own personal life. So we are going to have a book at the end of this by yours truly, called A Matter of Moments. And this is what this series is called, A Matter of Moments. Here on your Moments with Harmony, a moment of harmony, healing in harmony. That's what we're doing. So the moment that we are working on this week is called Planned Moments. Last week we worked on meaningful moments. The week before that we did magical moments. So now we are in planned moments. And like I said, as an air sign, planning is not always like I like to organize, but plan. I don't always want to plan, but I do understand the spiritual significance of planning. I do understand the responsibility and accountability that comes in planning. So we are going to talk today about planned moments, why they are significant, how they bring us to healing, how they bring us to resolution, how they bring us to a place of solidarity with what it is our goal, what it is we want, our goals and our ambitions. And we're going to go through that today. Planned moments. Why are they important? What do they have to do with us healing? And how is making sure we plan in our life and our moments, how is that helpful to us as beings, human beings, being human, operating in a divine capacity? Okay? That's what we're doing today. So I want to thank you all again. I can't thank you guys enough. Y'all, like the outpour, the contribution, the connectivity, the communication, the energy, the exchange. Like this me being able to come on a platform to be my true and genuine self and work in where it is that I am within my life and just learning and growing has been so incredibly beneficial, inspirational, motivating for me to continue my work as a divine being in my own mission, in my own way. If people knew all that I was going through, all that I have on my shoulders, all that I'm carrying, oh my gosh, without a platform, without a way to engage and touch and be touched, this would not be, I would probably not be okay, because we need those things that were meant and intended to be a part of our lives. We have to embrace those. We have to embark on those. We have to move in those energies. Thank you for allowing me to move in this energy. Thank you for being a part of this energy. Thank you for sharing with me your very own energy, because it has made me so much better, so much healthier, so much stronger, and I appreciate and love this entire experience. So, again, that was my last thank you, guys. I know y'all gonna be like, how many times is she gonna say thank you? Y'all have no idea how grateful. What the world needs now is love. Is love, 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 healing, hope. And I'm saying we're doing that. That's what we have here. So thank you for having this here with me. All right. So, planned moments. We're getting into our planned moments. So, a planned moment, having a plan, you absolutely, like you all already know, you absolutely must know that we do not have plans because we want things to work out that way. There is no plan that works the way we planned it. So a plan does not come about because we want things to go this way. A plan is more so your initiation of effort towards the universe. So when y'all know I have my little notes, so I'm going to stay on points, okay? So it is our initiation of effort towards the universe. This is the divine element of planning. Most people set an alarm clock in the morning. How many of us follow that alarm clock? How many of us snooze? I know as of recent, I've been a big snoozer on that alarm clock. But how many of us hit that alarm clock and we aren't getting up? We give ourselves 10 more minutes, 15 more minutes. But the point of it was that when you set a plan, you let the universe know you have somewhere to be. You have something to do. And you're not going with the flow in the way of, y'all know I'm not against going with the flow. But I am about having power and intention on your moments, on your life, on your reality. So if you don't have a plan, how do I know what your intention is? And the way that I'm asking that is the same way the universe is asking that. By setting my alarm clock in the morning, I may not get up when the buzzer goes off, meaning the plan may not go as I think it should, as I meant for it to. But my intention is set. My intention, the tone of my intention is there. And the tone is set that I have somewhere to be. I have something to do. And I have put in place things that are going to be conducive to this something to do, somewhere to go. So I hit my alarm clock as opposed to anyone who wakes up whenever they wake up. So if I am setting this intention that I have somewhere to be, at work, a lot of us is work, school with our children, whatever. I have something to do. Get up, the gym. I'm giving effort by planning, by putting my alarm clock on. I'm setting effort. I'm giving an effort of an intention of effort to the universe. I can get it out. And then, as opposed to someone who I'll get up when I get up. Well, someone who just gets up when they get up, they haven't set an alarm clock, they probably don't have anywhere to go. They probably don't have anywhere to be. And if they did, they won't long, right? Because getting up when you're getting up, unless your natural alarm clock is moving you because of routine and, but just getting up whenever you feel like waking up, It's probably means you won't have a job when you do that. Or probably means that you're not gonna make it to the gym. You're not gonna get up an hour early to clean up your house before you leave. Like, you're not gonna be as productive as you would be had you had that plan. So again, the alarm clock metaphor is that I'm setting it. This is my plan to get up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. I might hit it until 4:15 or 4:30 because the plan is not the main point, the details of the plan. The point of it all is that I'm letting the universe know I have things to do in the morning. I have things to accomplish. I have a purpose and a mission when I wake up. So know that we plan and we have planned moments. Trust me, I'm the queen of spontaneity and the queen of energy and whatever feels good in your soul. I loves it. I love it. I'm an Aquarius all day. But I also understand, I also run a house of 5 children. So I also know the mechanics, the machine that must work, that must be efficient, that must produce, that must be productive. So in that, we must be organized. We must plan. We must have planned moments. So remember that for those of us that feel like plan the moments, remember that your plan, we're not getting distracted. We're not falling apart when the plan doesn't go as we intended or set it to be because we hit the snooze button on something. We are saying that my plan was the intention of effort that I set to the universe to say that when you send energy my way, when you seen signs and elements of existence towards me, you're sending it towards someone who has something to do, to accomplish. You're surrounding me with people and energies, ideas, and motivations based on the intention I sent out to you. So the universe is not going to waste billions upon billion cajillion people in the world. The universe is not going to waste resource on you if you have no intention, you have no drive, you have no enthusiasm towards reaching your fullest capacity and potential. So you're asking the universe to, when you set a plan, you're saying like, look, I'm taking a step and I need you to take steps for me. I need you to move with me. And the universe will say, oh, I've been waiting for you. I have a treasure chest of greatness in store for you. I have the wife for you, the husband for you, the job for you, the lessons for you, the growth for you, the goals and reach for you. I got all of this for everyone. I am the universe. I am the creator. I am vast and magnificent. I have these things for you. But I can't just give these things to you if you don't want them, if you don't need them, if you're not going to go where you need to get them. But once you set that alarm clock, you let me know you're on your way. You're ready for them. I'm waiting for you to be ready. So we're setting that tone of intention. We're setting that tone to the universe of intention of effort when we make a plan. A plan is definitely a divine thing, and we want to have those planned moments. So I have an acronym here for plan. PLAN. Why are we wanting to have a plan? What does that have to do with our destiny? What does that have to do with our fullest potential and our purpose? A plan. Preparing to leave a name. PLAN. This is an acronym that I developed in alignment and in accordance with our planned moments session today. Plan. PLAN. Preparing to leave a name. Okay? Plan. Preparing to leave a name. So, why are we preparing to leave a name? Because hundreds of thousands of us are here in existence on the most basic level of operation, meaning that we breathe, we love, and we work. We go to work, we consume, we breathe air, we reproduce, we sleep. But the magic and the greatness, the divinity that is possible within all human beings, being human, reflections of the divine, are 50 times more magnanimous than what it is we actually actualize. And those of us that do our work, I know can attest. When you are consistent in your spirit work, in your light work, you are consistent with building your inner self, you are consistent with your next level of being, you will start to see your powers in the smallest of ways and sometimes in the grandest and creepiest of ways. You will speak something, it will be. You will think something, you will see it. Something will come about, you will change it. Something that is affecting everyone around you, and you will denounce it and destroy it in just your intention and your focus. You will heal in your speech, you will heal in your presence. It becomes like, oh my gosh, what is happening to me? I am not simply going to work and making a paycheck and feeding children. I am doing that, which is all great and wonderful too, but I'm also functioning and thriving on another level. And it is because I am planning my time. I am putting intentional effort into growing my greater self. I am not just letting life happen. I am now making life happen. I am not just wishing things to be. I am creating things that are. I'm saying that's what happens. We planned the magic and the greatness of planned moments. We plan. We prepare to leave a name. We prepare to leave a mark on ourselves. Those greats I know that I love, Maya Angelou, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther Kings, Nana Patricia Newton. We can go on and on and on with the greats that inspire us. Are people that decided to do more than just live. They decided to be. They decided to create. They left a name here. And they can be gone for hundreds of thousands of years. And somewhere in this world, someone will know them and their works. Someone will know their divine print because they did not just come here to take in H2O. They came here to create as a reflection of the Creator. And we all are here for that. Trust me, the Creator did not make human beings, did not create any of us to just come here. We came here to experience the Creator. And in experiencing the Creator, we internalize and become full of those gifts. So it's the same thing as like when we give birth to our children. Or our children, we can raise our children or our children can experience us. Right? Like my mother she could make any day a bright day. Or my father, he made me feel limitless. My father gave me wings. Or my mother, she was magical. She lit up a room. She healed me. She created. So our children can be a part of our lives or they can experience us. And once they experience us, they become a part of a divine experience. It changes their reality and how they function. So we have that same experience with the Creator. We can breathe and we can work, we can move, we can function on our basic physical functions, or we can plan. We can prepare to leave a name. Prepare to leave a mark on this world. And that not everybody feels like they want to leave a mark. I am not pushing you to have to do that. But I'm saying the mass growth, the mass amount of individuals who are feeling empty, who are feeling limited, who are feeling lifeless, who are feeling depressed, worthless, like they're wasting their time. It is not having to do with money. It is not having to do with intimacy. It is not having to do with your likes, your validation. It is having to do with not being able to act in your intention, your purpose. It is having to do with not being able to do what you came here to do. So we are divine beings that came into a physical realm in order to actualize and maximize the greatness, like really be able to reach what we can do. We have yet to do that at the fullest capacity. We've experienced it in music and art. We've experienced it with great leaders and great individuals that just make us feel God, make us feel God. And I'm saying we've experienced levels of it. But we also have encountered here opposing energy, a lower vibrational energy that is a capitalistic energy, that is an opportunistic energy, that is an exploitive energy. And it has become a power within itself because of its drive, its aggression, and because it has become a power. Peace, my love. I love you, Nunu. And because of its power, it has pushed us to negate and neglect. It's kind of like squirrel, you know? It has pushed us to look in the direction of, I need money. I need jewelry. I need attention. I need friends. I need circles. I need networks. And I'm saying these things aren't bad, but these things are secondary to your purpose. These things are rewards and the sidings, the silver linings of your God work. This is meaning that the silver lining for me, which is what we do now, this is the backwardsness. The silver lining in life for me is my meditation. The silver lining is my yoga. It is my moment that I can only have with you at this point once a week. It is the God moments become our silver linings, and then the work, the all of the other things become our priorities and our day-to-day, our patterns and our behaviors and our beings. And I'm saying that is not what we came here for. We came here so that the divine work is primary, and the going on the dates and the hanging out with friends and then the plush bank account, these are the rewards. These are the silver linings of God work and not the other way around. But we have it to where we reward ourselves with time with ourselves after we've done everything. And we've talked about this before. So I don't want to spend a lot of time, but we've talked about this before, that we're in this backwards place. But now we're saying that no, we're going to have planned moments. We are no longer just being led by media. We're no longer just being led by influence. We're not being guided by things outside of ourselves. We are sitting down in conference with the universe. We're having a meeting with the Creator and ourselves, with our past self, with our present self, our future self. We are going into a destined place with our plan. Me preparing to leave a name. I want to be more than this. I hear that, I feel that within myself, and I hear it all the time in assisting and doing my therapeutic sessions with other people, my healing sessions with other people. I'm always hearing, I want more. I deserve more. I can achieve more. And I'm saying, yes, I love it. I love it. When I feel and I start feeling like that, I know the Creator is bringing me back to a focus, back to my plan, preparing to leave a name. What is your plan? Right? Because not what is your pressure? Because a lot of times we're operating off the pressure. Well, I have to feed people. I have to clean my bank, this bill. I want to bring you back to your plan. I don't want to, what is your pressure? When we call our girlfriend, we call our honey, we go into God, we might start talking about our pressures. And the Creator will say, well, what is your plan? That acronym that we are sharing, that acronym that we developed for this moment today, preparing to leave a name. Is Wells Fargo your name? Is Michael Kors your name? Is Walmart your name? Is BGE your name? Is what is it, Keller Williams? Is that your name? What is your plan? What is the plan for your name? You're planning to leave a name. And thus, these planned moments become divine moments because they remind you and they remove you. They'll remind you of where you're going and remove you from where you shouldn't be. When we get caught up in the feelings, We get caught up in the influence. We get caught up in the thoughts that we think are our own thoughts, but they are the thoughts of the many thoughts because we're connected. Remember, we're plugged in. And those tuned in have more work to do when it comes to making sure we're not connected to the wrong thing. Because we're saying we're open and we're receptive. We're open and we're receptive to others and what others have to offer. And sometimes what's being offered is not what we need. And it is not for our plan. So we need those reminders and those removers. And that's what a plan becomes. So our plans do become divine moments. So, what is a plan versus a dream? Because a lot of people say, well, I have a plan to do this. I hear this all the time when I'm doing healing sessions. We have a plan for our marriage. We have a plan for our children. We have a plan for our weight loss. We have a plan for our health. We have a plan for ourselves. Well, I plan to such and such. And these are all verbal plans. And really, a lot of people think that their goals or their ambitions or their dreams is their plan. I want to clear that really quickly. Like I always am telling to my clients and the lovely, incredible people that I work with. That is not your plan. Your dream is not your plan, okay? One of those things is where you're going. The other thing is how you're going to get there. So the dream is where you're going. The goal is what you're going towards. The ambition is how you're moving towards it. But the plan is how you're going to get there. Your plan. So remember that your dream is where you're going. Your plan is how you get there. So I do not want us to keep confusing those. Keep saying, no. When I'm saying, what is your plan? You're prepared to leave a name. What is your plan? When I want to remind you, when you're talking to me about your pressures, when you're being suffocated by your pressures, when you're being held down with your pressures, I want to remind and remove. And I want to say, well, what is your plan, though? What is your plan? One of my favorite songs, which I just sent out to a lot of my girlfriends and my sisters this week, was Smokey Norfolk. And it's called I Understand. And it's a song about talking to the creator, really reaching out to God and saying, like, do you know what I'm going through down here? Can you see me? Like I'm suffering, I'm frustrated, I'm hurting. And there's a line that Smokey Norfolk says in the song that says, when you can't hear my voice, just trust my plan. And I love that. When I tell you that song amongst 100,000 songs are what keep that really those liners that bring me back into focus. And that's what I'm saying here. I know what your pressures are. I'm aware. I see you struggling in your marriage. I see you trying to build and grow your new self, growing out of your younger self into your newer or older self, more mature self. I see you trying to raise children. I see you trying to start your own business. I know what your pressures are. I see what you're battling with. What I'm not clear on is your plan. What many of us aren't clear on is our plan. So remember, your dream is where you're going. Your plan is how you're going to get there. And this is so vital. It is so vital. We sit down. I was just even working with my daughter-in-law, my daughter-in-love, of talking to her about preparing for birth. This is something we don't get to labor and delivery day and start pushing. We plan. Not because everything is going like my alarm clock I spoke of earlier. Not because I'm going to wake up when the alarm clock goes off. I might hit that snooze button. Not because everything is going to go the way you planned it to go, but because as a divine being, I must set forth the footsteps so that the creator and the universe has the momentum of me. I need a momentum of self in order to grow self, reach self, heal self, become self. I need the momentum. And your plan becomes your momentum. What is it that you want? So when we plan, we're saying, like, a dream is a dream. I want to do this. I want to be that. I want to try this. But the plan is I'm going to do A, B, because we know there's a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. I'm going to do this, and if this happens, I'll do that. And if this happens, we know there's the saying, we either plan to, fail to plan, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. We know that saying. We've heard that. I love that saying. This is a gist. This is the energy behind this session of a planned moments. Planned moments. They're vital to our lives. They're vital to our productivity. They're vital to us getting from one place to a space to another. We cannot say that we are engaging in growth and transmission or transformation, and we don't think that we have to get from point A to point B. Even just deciding to grow and to channel and to change means that we are attempting to move. And with a move, you need a vehicle. This is your plan. This is what I'm planning. And my plans may change, but I am committed to planning moments. My plans may get disrupted or interrupted because what I have done, I understand that this change is coming. I understand that these things, that what I thought was going to happen, something. How many of us have put forth a plan and this was better than I planned? I didn't even think of that because we put a momentum into the universe of self. So we started moving and we sent that signal to the universe, like I said with the alarm clock earlier, that we have somewhere to be and we have something to do. And the universe said, oh. I know you just thought you were going to move into this apartment, but wait a minute, I got this. I know you thought you were just going to start a new a job, but I got this entrepreneur opportunity. And I know you thought you were just going to go on a couple of dates, but I got you a husband. Because we planned. We set some actions into motion towards what we said towards the dream, towards the goal, towards the ambition. So remember that there is a difference with a plan and a dream, a plan and a goal. One is where we're going. One is how we get there. The how we get there is just as important as to where you're going. Sometimes more. Because without the how you get there, you'll never get there. One of my biggest fears that I've had throughout life was, I love my grandmothers. And on my paternal side, I have an Aquarius grandmother, so we have so much in common. But with my paternal grandmother, she has these great, she's like myself, she's a thinker. She goes into all this deep thought. And she would tell me all the things she wanted to be. My grandmother would always, she's a musician. She plays the piano, but she loves ballet. She wanted to be a dancer. She wanted to be an actual singer. She wanted to play in front of crowds of people and move music, the people with her music. But she got caught up in this powerful influence of money, of things that weren't her name. Okay? She got caught up in those things. And now she has the regrets. My grandmother now is in her late 70s and I wish that I would have. And to me, that always instilled since I was younger, like I never want to run out of time on myself. When people always say, what's your biggest fear? What's your biggest fear? And people have all these theories about what I'm afraid of. It is literally running out of time on the mission of self, of getting to a place where I can't even do what I was intended to do. And all I have is woulda, coulda, shouldas. I don't ever want to get to the end of a vibrant, beautiful blessing of a life and I did not use it, explore it, turn it inside out, shake it up, mend it, love it, nurture it. It is like I don't ever want to get there like I probably would have loved and not have the experience. Oh my gosh, that's like torture for me. A vision in my head only, a vision but not a reality. I can't do that. Let me experience it. I need to know. I can't just dream of true love. I need to experience that. I can't just dream of doing my work. I must experience that. And everyone else's, whatever your fears are, they are, but that was mine. And so my thing is, I must make sure that I am not only seeing my picture, because it's not enough to see it, but I am putting forth, what did we say earlier? A plan was at the beginning of our moment. A plan is intention. It is divine intention towards the universe of effort. And so then what will happen is I know that as I am planning, the universe is giving me, because I'm in alignment with the universe, that what I plan is not going to be exactly what happens, but it's what I need to see to move towards where I'm going. My husband was just saying the other day, like, well, he loves his sayings. He playing God last. He's always just being himself, saying his sayings of what's happening and what's going on. And it's right. It is that saying, we playing God laughs show, but when we are intentional, God rewards. When we plan God laughs, but when we're obedient, God rewards. And I'm saying there's so many times when it's like, well, why even put a plan into motion? Because this isn't what I thought was going to happen. You must. Because what you're seeing in your head is there so that you can work with the universe, so that you can align. And so it's like, I don't know if this is what's going to happen, but this is what I'm having to see. This is what was given to me to move my feet. This is what was given to me to move my mind, to move my perspective, to move my heart. And so I'm going to humble myself to this. So remember, there's a difference between the plan and the dream. I don't want you going around like, well, Mama Harmony, I do have a plan. I've been planning for 20 years. All I wanted for 15 years. All I wanted. Peace. I love you. Of course, do your run back, boo. I love you and it's okay. But I don't want you to just be like, hey, I've been planning. No, you've been dreaming. And dreaming is beautiful. But a dream is just a dream without a plan. In order to become a vision and a manifestation, there must be action. There has to be the plan. You have to have the plan. So I'm saying that we must always know the difference. So when you're getting frustrated with yourself, when you're ready to give up on yourself in this life, stop and say, but have I been planning? Have I been living, planning, prepared to leave a name? Have I been living on my name? Have I been working towards my name? Or have I just been hoping and wishing and dreaming? Because my plan would look different. All I wanted was this house. I want to be a singer. I want this career. I want this. But what is your plan? Please don't overlook your plan. Please don't overlook that, hey, I'm gonna not watch TV for every weekend. I'll cut the TV off because this is gonna be my time to sit and write out. I'm not gonna just get with my husband and keep talking about what we want. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna plan. We're gonna have a notebook of where it is that we're going and what do we want and how we're gonna get there. What is our budget? What is the daycare we want to send our children to? What does it look like? What does it contain? We're planning. So I'm saying the dream is the happy children. It is the happy marriage. It is the healthy self. It is the achieved self. The plan is much different, much more intricate, much more day to day, and it requires much more of you. So I want us to find and focus on the divinity of those planned moments. So now we're going to be coming to the end of this moment. The end of this moment is the picture that has the lack of planning. All right, Mama Harmony, we talked about planning. This is our little recap. We talked about planning being the initiation, our effort towards the universe. We talked about our acronym, PLAN, P-L-A-N, being prepared to leave a name. We talked about the plan versus the goal or the dream or the ambition and just how they're different. and how we mix them up and we stay stagnant because we mix up what they are. We cleared that up. So now we're talking about the importance of planning. Thank you, love. We're talking about the importance of planning. If you look at a picture, meaning ourselves, if I'm looking at you, I'm looking at a picture of your marriage, of your motherhood, of your fatherhood, of your relationship with your job or your boss, your relationship with your parents or your friends. Any picture that I'm looking at that lacks anything, I know is a picture of a lack of planning. This is an unplanned picture. Unplanned picture. I know that I'm looking at something that lacked planning. You just were moving in motion, but you weren't setting the motion. You were just moving in mood, what they call mood swings. You were just moving. You were just going wherever the wind blew you, but you weren't blowing the wind. I'm saying we have the divine ability and capability to blow the wind. Excuse me, we are the wind. Why go with the wind when I can blow the direction of where I need? I am a divine reflection of the Creator. I have the ability to create. The Creator made me in the image of divinity, of omnipotence, meaning that I have limited function of my brain. I have limited function of myself because I am limited in my thought and understanding of myself. But as soon as I can expand my true powers, when I tell you, I have been hugged and healed, no exaggeration. I have made love that have made me a different person the next moment. I have been spoken to and have been literally can feel a crack in myself come together because we are divineness. We are divine beings. So when I see a lack then in your life, I know that you did not put a divine plan. And maybe you put it, but you didn't stick to it. Remember, I said that our plans remind us and they remove. So they remind us of where we're going and supposed to be doing, and they remove the distraction and the disruption. So if I'm looking at lack, then I am seeing a lack of planning. This is what if I see that you and your children are not getting together, y'all aren't coming together, things aren't happening, I'm looking at a lack of planning. I'm looking at parents like me and my king were discussing last night. We're looking at parents that aren't sitting around a dinner table having discussion with their children, talking about the world, talking about their worlds, talking about expectations. I'm saying I am living proof. I'm seeing it when my children are going through. It is because those things I know I want to be consistent with, I need to be reminded of. And those distractions that I keep, like I said, Wells Fargo is not my name. BGE is not my name. Michael Kors is not my name. I need to be reminded. And those distractions need to be removed. The bills, the hustle, the grind. What you're looking at when you see this problem, this unfocused child, this afraid child, this disrupted child, you're looking at a lack of my planning. I should be sitting down more at this dinner table with you. I need to be more engaged in your homeschooling or your process. I'm not planning with you. I'm not saying first we're going to do this and then we're going to do that. And then I have had to sit down with my daughter when she is in trouble. She's a teenager now, but in trouble in school. And we got an agenda. She has a routine in the morning. I literally will have to write out, you getting up at 5 a.m. with me. Because you know I be trying to give them grace. Their children, don't make them. I get her up at 4 or 5 a.m. She has to do her yoga in the morning. She has to do affirmations in the morning. She has to go through her showering routine, her face routine. She has to then get up and do her chores. And then she's going to help me wake everyone up. and start with her siblings and everything. But what she thinks is a punishment is a plan. I'm giving her a plan. You out here just running, reckless, because you know you're talking to your friends in school, you're not focused. So what I'm looking at is a lack of planning. I am reminded that me and you need to plan, sister girl. Let's sit down and devise how we're going to grow into our greater selves. And I'm saying that's an example, but if your marriage is lacking, if your money is lacking, if your health is lacking, if your freedom is lacking, yes, I mean, if you are getting, you about to go to, you about to go to Sing Sing. You got to go to court because you might have to go away. If any of that is lacking, I am saying that you're lacking a plan. You haven't been focused on your plan, or you don't have a plan at all. And a plan is not here only, and it's not here only. I mean drawn out, written out, what is it called? Vision boarded out. For everything in your life. Not just your health, not just your mental health. My marriage has a plan. I have a routine and a plan for my home. I have a routine for my work. I have a routine and a plan for everything has a plan. And remember, I'm not focused on if it goes as planned. That's the get you part. This is where we fall off and we get depressed and distracted and we give up. I'm not focused on if it goes as planned. I'm just focused on that it goes. It goes. Because when we don't plan anything, we don't have anything. We get anything. We don't have anything, and then we get just anything. But when I plan, it is my momentum of self. It is the intention of effort that I'm sending to the universe that says I have somewhere to be. I have something to do. So we are being reminded that I need to put this plan. I need to focus on this plan. I need to remind myself. I need to remove these things. My plan is divine. And it is not that things go as I plan. It is just that things go. It's just that they go. It's just that my marriage is functioning. It's moving. My motherhood is functioning. My fatherhood is functioning. My entrepreneurship, my ambitions at work, my goals, they're going because I'm planning. I'm planning. I'm preparing to leave a name. I am planning, Plan. I am preparing to leave a name. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for this Sunday moment. I know I had calls yesterday that was like, Mom, I tuned in and I did leave some notice on Facebook. I left as much notice as I could that I had to move to today. But for those of y'all that moved right along with me, I love you. I see you. I see your chats. I see your numbers. I love you and I'm grateful for you. Thank you for moving. When I move, you move. Just like that. I love you. For those that are just going to tune in next week, get in when they can. They might be watching my husband, which I'm grateful for because he's on live right now with me on the bullpen. We did that today. We won't do that a lot, but we did it today. And so if you tuned in with him, I love it. Love it. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and do that thing. Go tune in with him. Come back to me later. Okay, I'm all right with it. And just get me in where you fit me in, but trust that I love you and I'm here for your growth, your greatness, as you have contributed greatly to mine. I love you. Thank you for this moment. Planned moments. That's what this one is today. That's what we're working on. Worked on. So let's get to planning these moments, people. We're not letting life happen. We're making life happen. We have the divine ability to. I love you. Thank you for this moment. I will see you next Saturday for another moment.